Hello guys, my name is Victoria Pavlov. I'm the Photoshop artist. Welcome to my studio. Today we will talk about Adobe Fresco. What we will be doing today? Today we will create very colorful and very happy image for St. Patrick's Day. We will be using live brushes. So guys, let's start. First of all, let me switch to my desktop cam, just like that. And as you can see, I have opened Adobe Fresco, and to save our time, I'm already created a rough outline of our image we will be working on today. Guys, you can create this sketch using Adobe Fresco. You can create this sketch using your traditional paper and pencil. You can create this sketch using Adobe Photoshop or anything you like. It's up to you. I created this sketch in Adobe Fresco. I saved this sketch in my Creative Cloud library because I would like to try same painting in Adobe Photoshop later on. And if you are interested to see how we can paint this image in Adobe Photoshop, let me know and I will stream live. So let's start. Yes, I will be using iPad Pro, of course, and Apple Pencil. Right now, by default, I have not by default, now I have two layers. Top layer is my very rough outline of our hat we will be working on today, and first layer is simple layer with white background. As you can see, you can hide any layer at any time. Now I will switch to watercolor brushes, where we can find our watercolor brushes. If you will click on live brushes family here, you can see that we have watercolor brushes and we have oil brushes. I will click on watercolor brushes, and here we have very nice brushes we can start working with. Guys, you don't have to create a new layer to start using your watercolor brushes, because Fresco is smart enough to understand when you will start applying your first brush stroke, Fresco will create a new layer for you. So I will be using watercolor wash soft brush. I will increase size of my brush to max 512, and I will change color of my brush. Guys, you can hello, you can change color of your brush using color wheel. To make my life easier with Adobe Fresco, I will reposition my color wheel somewhere next to my toolbar, just like this. And of course, I can reposition my canvas. Now, I will click on green color, and I will use a lighter shade of green color for now. Let's see which, just like this. Excuse me. Guys, you can adjust your brush. If you will click on brush setting, you can adjust angle, spacing, scatter, shape dynamics, pressure sensitivity, everything you like. I like this brush as it is, with particular this particular this project. Also, guys, you can specify value of wetness of your brush. I will increase value to 100%. So as you can see, my water flow now adjusted to 100%. And using my brush, I will apply first a layer of many layers we will be working with today, just like this. And as I promised, Fresco knew exactly what you are trying to do and created a new layer for us. Look at this, guys, it's like real traditional watercolor brush. Look at this. Guys, do not forget to use advantage of pressure sensitivity. Pressure sensitivity is your friend. Never underestimate it. Pressure sensitivity makes your life much easier. So I will apply first a layer of this green color. And voila. Now guys, I can continue working with the same color. I will just press harder and as you can see now I'm working with darker shade of same color. And yes guys, you can use your imagination, you can use any reference you like, everything is up to you. Just like that. Now I will switch to darker shade of same color and I will create a new empty layer. You can use same layer, but you know me, I'm a big fan of layers, so I will be using a new layer and I will add darker shade of green color, just like this. Guys, it's nothing too complicated. Watercolor brushes in Fresco are so amazing, guys. It's like real watercolor painting, traditional watercolor painting. Now guys, if you noticed, I'm using a new layer, but again Fresco is smart enough to understand that I would like to blend my colors, and Fresco does the job for me. Now I can bring opacity of this layer down, or leave it as it is. Current value, opacity value of my layer is 100%. And I will add a little bit shadows around here. Now guys, I will create a new empty layer. I will switch color of my brush to yellow. I will bring opacity of my brush, of my layer down about 50%, and I will bring flow value to 48 or 50%. And now I will add a few splashes of this beautiful yellow color, just like this, and around here. It's very simple guys, nothing is too complicated. Just forget that you are working with digital painting. Just relax and create your art. Now what I will do, I will create a new empty layer. I will switch color of my brush to black, but I will be not using pure black color because I prefer to use darker shade of green or blue color as my black color. So I will click on a blue color and I will use darker shade of blue color. I will increase flow value to 100% and I will bring size of my brush down, and I will add a little bit dark blue color around here. Guys, it's super easy, you noticed it. And you don't have to stuck with same size of your brush across your entire project. Feel free to change the size of your brush at any time. And guys, by the way, you can change brush at any other brush. I will show to you how just in a second. Now guys, what I will do, I will change color of my brush to yellow, maybe a little bit gold yellow, and I will add a few splashes of gold color around here. After I'm happy with my base colors, base layers, I will switch my brush to another watercolor brush. I will switch to watercolor round detail brush. I will increase size of my brush about 101 and I will add a few brush strokes around here. Look at this. And I will change, I will use same color with darker shade. I will add a little, it's too much. I will add a little bit shadows around here, just like that. And because we are working with watercolor art, guys, we can add a few splashes of water. How? I will show to you. I will create a new empty layer. I will switch color of my brush to white. I will make sure that my flow value is 100%. I will bring size of my brush down just like that, and I will add a few splashes of water around here. I will increase size of my brush and I will add water, a splash of water around here and down here, just like this. Now guys, how about all details? You can add less or more details. Everything is up to you, up to your client, up to your imagination, up to your style. I will create a new empty layer. I will switch back to dark shade of a blue color, and I'm sorry, and I will add, if you made any mistake, just simply undo it. And I will add a few details around here. Just like this. Now guys, let's talk about our background. First of all, we need to add a few shadows under our head. I will highlight my sketch layer. I will create a new empty layer. I will switch back to my first brush I used today, Watercolor Wash Soft Brush. I will increase size of my brush, and I will add a few splashes of shadow, just like this, and around here as well. Also guys, I can bring down opacity of my layer at any time. Now let's talk about background. We can continue using default light brushes in Adobe Fresco, or we can use our favorite watercolor brushes from Adobe Photoshop. How? Let me show to you. I will switch to brushes panel, and here guys, I have a Creative Cloud library brushes I use in Photoshop. And guys, here I have a lot of my favorite brushes, watercolor brushes I use in Photoshop all the time. I will click on first brush. I will change color of my brush to yellow. I will create a new empty layer. I will increase size of my brush, and I will add a few splashes of color to my background, just like that. Let me close color wheel. If you would like to add a few splashes of water, you can do it as well. Simply highlight your top layer, create a new empty layer, switch to any watercolor brush you like. Let's see. I will switch color of my brush to white, and I will add a few splashes of water. First of all, I need to increase size of my brush. Yes, a few splashes of water, just like that. And as I said just a few minutes ago, pressure sensitivity is our friend. And around here. So guys, believe or not, this is what I wanted to share with you today. If you learned something, if you're inspired by today's stream, just create something. Open your Adobe Fresco application. Start working with default Fresco light brushes. They are amazing. I'm absolutely in love with these brushes. Create something, share on Twitter, and tag me in your creation. I really would like to see what you will create after this stream in Adobe Fresco using watercolor brushes. Thank you guys for your time. Super appreciated as always. Thank you for all your support, and I will see you next time. Bye guys. Thank you so much.